This is Garrett Western. I'm back here at the Ferrari build. We're about 2 weeks in on our wall framing. We are doing a blend of a staggered stud frame along with advanced framing. Advanced framing basically means that we're going to just have a single top plate and our studs are on 2-foot centers and our trusses are going to line up with our studs so that we have a direct load from the roof down onto the stud itself. We have the staggered stud, which is something the architect found and incorporated into the design of this house. So we have a 2x8 plate with 2x4s every foot and alternating. This is actually ended up being a pretty neat but somewhat difficult frame to do. It was pretty challenging at the beginning to get our layout done, but it does lend some flexibility with things like over here we have a recess that's going to be going in over the barbecue, so we're able to flip our load-bearing portion of our wall to our interior and create a recess in the exterior portion of the wall, which I can show you a little bit better when the wall's finished. With the advanced framing, we don't use channels for our walls where they tie in. We do ladder blocking. We'll be using drywall clips to hold the drywall at our corners since we don't actually have any backing. You can see there's not going to be any backing for the drywall itself. It'll just be a clip that the drywall is going to attach to. And then the studs are going to be on 2-foot centers, so there's going to be less attachment points for the drywall, and hopefully that will result in less cracking since the drywall doesn't expand and contract like wood does. We are using a product called Timber Strand. It's an LSL. Weyerhaeuser makes this product, and it is a pressed wood, almost looks like OSB, that's made out of yellow poplar and aspen, which is actually a weed species of tree. The yellow poplar and aspen can be harvested on a much shorter cycle than Doug fir, roughly 20-year cycles it can be harvested, whereas Doug fir is a 50-year growth cycle, and they don't actually have to replant any wood or any new trees, any new seedlings to grow the new wood again for harvest. It actually they lop the tree down and new shoots come up out of the stump that's left in the ground, and they just come back and reharvest. So it's pretty neat product. I've been really happy with the product so far. Our walls are very straight, very true. It allows for a lot of precision when you're actually framing, because you don't have to anticipate any type of shrinkage in the lumber itself. Keeps me on my toes on my cutting, since my lead carpenter only gives me about a 64th of margin of error, but it's coming along pretty good. We should be wrapped up with our framing in I'd say about 2 weeks or so, and I'll show you a little bit more then.